Welcome to the Healing Mile. I'm Carrie, your walking bestie, and I'm so glad you pressed play today because let's be honest, if you're here for this one, there's a good chance you've been in your own head a little too much lately. And believe me, I get it. Overthinking feels like we're being responsible, like we're just making sure or just preparing. But most of the time, it's just exhausting. Today, you and I are walking to release overthinking, not by forcing our minds to go blank, because that never works, but by giving our thoughts somewhere healthy to go. Think of this as a moving meditation and a conversation with a friend all rolled into one. So, whether you're walking around your neighborhood, on a trail, in your living room, or at the gym, I'm right here with you. So take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And let's begin. Let's walk together. Start with an easy walking pace, nothing rushed. Let your arms swing naturally. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. You might not even realize how much tension you carry there until you let them drop. Now gently roll your shoulders back and forward, just loosening things up. Feel the muscles in your neck relax. Let your jaw unclench. We're going to start with a 4-4-4 breathing technique. That's an inhale for 4, hold for 4, and an exhale for 4. It's simple, but it's one of the fastest ways to interrupt an overthinking brain. So are you ready? Let's inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. We'll do that 2 more times together. And as we breathe, imagine we're sweeping out the clutter from our minds, making space for fresh thoughts, clarity, and calm. So let's do it again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Here's why this works. Your body and brain are connected in real time. The slower your breath, the more your brain thinks, oh, we're safe, we're okay. Overthinking thrives on urgency. When we slow down, it loosens its grip. Here's something we don't talk about enough. Overthinking is often our brain's way of trying to protect us from pain. It's scanning for danger, looking for mistakes, and trying to prevent embarrassment. And that's not all bad. It comes from a survival instinct. But here's the trap. Overthinking is like being stuck at a red light with your foot on the gas. The engine revs, you burn fuel, but you don't actually get anywhere. I want you to think of one thing you've been overthinking lately. It might be a conversation you had. It might be a decision you've made or need to make. It might even be something in your past that you can't change, but your mind keeps poking at. Whatever it is, just let that thought rise to the surface with no judgment. Now ask yourself, has all the overthinking actually moved me forward? Or am I just circling the same block, sitting at that red light? We can't stop thoughts from showing up, but we can stop inviting them to stick around. As we continue to walk, I want you to imagine we're on a wooded trail. The ground is soft under your feet, covered in beautiful fallen leaves. There's a slight breeze that carries the scent of pine and wildflowers. In the distance, you hear the trickle of a small stream. As we get closer, the sound grows clearer. You can see sunlight dancing on the water's surface. The stream is moving slowly but steadily, carrying leaves and petals downstream. You crouch down and cup your hands, scooping up the cool water. Now imagine taking that thought loop you picked earlier and placing it into the water like a tiny paper boat. Watch as it floats, turns slowly with the current, and drifts away, smaller and smaller, until it disappears around the bend. You stand up, take a deep breath, and keep walking. You're lighter now. The trees sway gently overhead as if they're nodding in approval. Now let's talk about this beautiful brain of ours and why it loves to throw a nonstop overthinking party sometimes. Here's the thing. As we talked about earlier in this walk, our brain is wired for survival, not for constant happiness. It's basically a little prediction machine, always scanning for danger, running scenarios, and asking, what if? Scientists actually have a name for this. It's called the default mode network. It's the brain system that switches on when you're not focused on something specific. For many people, that default mode kicks into high gear with self-criticism, regret about the past, or anxiety about the future. In other words, overthinking is often your brain on autopilot. And here's another fact: overthinking activates your stress response. Your amygdala, the brain's center and alarm bell, fires up like you're in real danger, even if the danger is just you replaying a conversation from last week. That triggers cortisol, your stress hormone, which can affect your sleep, digestion, and even your immune system. So, overthinking isn't just a mental loop. Your body actually feels it and is affected by it too. But here's the good news: walking, especially at a steady pace like we're doing now, physically interrupts that loop. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that does rational thinking, gets more blood flow and oxygen when you move. That literally means you get a clearer head. You're not just walking it off, you're changing your brain chemistry in real time. And get this: researchers have found that rhythmic, repetitive movement, like the left, right pattern of walking, helps balance activity between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. This helps your thoughts move from chaotic and scattered into organized and calm. You're syncing your body and brain into a calmer rhythm without even realizing it. So, right now, every step you take is basically you pressing a mental reset button. Instead of sitting still and letting thoughts pile up like unopened emails, you're processing them. Your brain is literally filing them away and deciding what's worth keeping and what's junk mail. And by pairing movement with mindful attention, you're retraining your brain to focus on what matters now, not what already happened or what might never happen. So if your mind starts to wander back into old loops today, don't fight it, don't judge it, just notice it. Smile and imagine each thought getting placed in a little box and set on a shelf. You can come back to it later if you want, but you don't have to carry it right now. That's the difference between thinking and overthinking. One moves you forward, the other keeps you circling the block. Right here, in this moment, with these steps, you are choosing forward. In your brain, it's learning a new way to be. Sometimes we think letting go means we'll forget something important or miss out on preparing for the worst. But here's the truth: letting go may not remove the thought forever. It just removes the suffering you add by thinking about it over and over again. So if you need to make a decision, set a time to think about it. And when that time's up, move forward. If you're replaying a conversation, Ask yourself, what's the kindest possible story I could tell myself about that moment? And if you're stuck in a what if loop, flip it. What if it all works out better than I thought? Overthinking thrives on fear. Presence thrives on trust. Every single step you take today, choose trust over fear. Let's keep going with some affirmations. In case you're new to them, affirmations are just positive statements we say to rewire the way we think. You don't have to quote feel them yet. You're planting the seed just by saying them. And the more you say it, the more your mind believes it. So let's repeat these silently or aloud, whatever feels best for you. I release the thoughts that don't serve me. I release the thoughts that don't serve me. I trust myself to handle life as it comes. I trust myself to handle life as it comes. Now let's seal this walk with a mantra, a short grounding phrase you can take with you throughout the day anytime your mind starts to overthink. It's very simple. I am here now. That's it. Say it 2 more times with me. I am here now. I am here now. Remember, a mantra is like a reset button for your brain. Use that phrase anytime you catch yourself spinning. As we slow down our pace and wind down this walk, take a moment to notice how you feel. Maybe your body feels warmer, looser. Maybe your chest and your shoulders feel lighter. And hopefully your mind feels just a little less crowded. That's progress. So here's your challenge. For the rest of today, anytime you notice overthinking creeping in, don't judge yourself. Just say, I am here now. Take one deep breath and move on to the next beautiful moment in front of you. If you've enjoyed this walk, I'd love for you to follow the podcast, listen to more episodes, and maybe leave a 5-star review. It helps the show grow and reach more people who may need a little healing, just like we all do. And come back anytime you need a reset. These walks are always here for you. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the Healing Mile. And I'll see you on the path again soon.